Call of Duty, Call of Duty. Looks like the franchise had a little hiccup. Might be in a little trouble. What's going on, you guys? Gaming Addict here. Coming at you another video. Today we'll be talking about Call of Duty. Now, you guys know I'm not a huge fan of this franchise. Never really spoke extremely highly about it. I do like the zombies. I've always felt that zombies was a fun time. But as far as like the multiplayer, never really resonated with me. I'm going to be honest with you. Multiplayer of Call of Duty to me has always been, very underwhelming. Not that it's a bad time, but I feel like there is a variety of multiplayer games that's better. They've been doing these yearly releases for a long time. Call of Duty has been coming out every year. Feels like for like 20 years. Maybe one of you could put what year exactly they started in the description below or the comment section. And I have felt the fatigue. And I've been feeling the fatigue for like a decade. So I can't imagine the hardcore audience, what type of fatigue they're feeling. So what am I talking about? Call of Duty actually, for the first time in a long time, released 2 franchises back to back. The Black Ops franchise. The Black Ops franchise, it used to be the Modern Warfare franchise. I felt like it was always the go-to. When it come to Black Ops, Modern Warfare. I feel like Modern Warfare kind of died off a little bit. And the ones that is the most popular has been Black Ops over there by Treyarch. For a while now, I feel like they have been doing the best by far. But they released another Black Ops this year. One last year they released Black Ops 6. And I feel people are looking at this differently than I do. Now look, Microsoft is coming out and Xbox is coming out and Activision's coming out, and they came out with this statement. So, shows me that Black Ops is not in a good place sales-wise currently. So let's read this. First off, thank you all for the feedback we have received over the past few months. Call of Duty has enjoyed long-standing success because of all of you. A passionate community that demands excellency and deserves nothing less. We also know for some of you, the franchise has not met your expectations fully. To be clear, we know that what you expect, and rest assured that all will be delivered and delivery and our expectations as we move forward. With respect to Black Ops 7, we set our sights to deliver a spiritual successor in Black Ops 2, and the studio have poured their passion into making a great game that all of us are very proud of. But it's one thing for us to say. More importantly, it's up to you to try it and judge for yourself. So as is relates to Black Ops 7 and the future of the Call of Duty franchise, there are a few updates. Number 1, you'll have the opportunity to play Black Ops 7 for free. Last week we are opening. Next week we're opening the doors for everyone to jump in and play Black Ops 7 multiplayer. And zombies for a free trial along with the double XP weekend. We would like you to experience the game firsthand and decide for yourself. Number 2, we are committed to unpredictable seasonal support. Your continuing feedback will help shape our season updates over the next few months. Season 1 is the largest live season we've ever. Oh my God, the text is so small. Season 1 is the largest live season ever, and we're just getting started. We won't rest until Black Ops 7 earns its place as one of the best Black Ops games we've ever made. Our strategy going forward. We will no longer do back-to-back releases on Modern Warfare or the Black Ops games. The reasons are many, but the main one is to ensure we provide absolute unique experience each and every year. We will drive innovation that is meaningful And while we aren't sharing those plans today, we look forward to doing so when the time is right. To be clear, the future of Call of Duty is very strong, and we believe our best days are ahead of us, given the depth and talent of our development team. We have been building the next Call of Duty, the next era of Call of Duty, and we'll deliver it precisely on what you want among with the surprises push that the franchise and the genre moving forward. We look forward to welcoming you and listening to you and moving forward together. Now, next time I'm just going to go to the actual blog. Shout out to Wario. I think the picture you couldn't blow it. When I tried to blow it up, it wouldn't, you couldn't see it bigger. Here's the thing. I don't like this statement. The reason I don't like this statement is because I feel like going from Black Ops 6 to 7 is not the issue. It's a mixture of quality and a mixture of people are just fatigued. Call of Duty goes out every year. Does it have competition? Yes. But considering how big Call of Duty is, it takes something massive to be bigger than Call of Duty, to even remotely compete with Call of Duty. Back in the day, Call of Duty competed with Battlefield. They were like head and head for a while. I think Medal of Honor did a decent job there at the beginning too. And then Battlefield it went on the shelves for a few years. And they really haven't had competition. Now they've had like games as a service like Fortnite, Apex Legends. These games are always going to be competition, but nothing directly competing in competition. Mainly they're just competing with people's time. Never been another shooter on the market. You know, we haven't had like a Titanfall, nothing to that degree. So I can understand when it comes to this. First off, people are going to blame Xbox and Microsoft, and I blame them for this statement mainly on Activision because I feel like this is not putting the accountability on the game itself. If Black Ops 6 to 7 was a good jump in quality, I feel like no one would care. That's just my opinion. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a huge Call of Duty fan in general. This is just from the outside looking in. Black Ops was always the pillar when it comes to the Call of Duty games. And the fact that Black Ops isn't successful, it's like I said, a mixture between quality and just fatigue in general. You know, now you have something like Battlefield. Now, obviously, Battlefield's not coming out every year. You had Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders, a game like Arc Raiders isn't coming out every year. But I do think that Microsoft, Xbox, they need to go back to the board. Because even though they're probably going to make a shit ton of money, even with all of this in mind, I think the long-term ramifications on having Call of Duty every year is starting to really take its toll. And you see it with the moment there was some form, even a remote option when it comes to Call of Duty, which is Battlefield 6 this year, people jumped over there. And not to mention, Call of Duty's on all platforms, especially last gen. So, you know, when you're going and you're trying to throw out a giant net and you're not getting anyone that you want to get and you're not getting any new audience and you're really making your pre-existing audience mad, what did you expect to happen in the long term? To me, in my personal opinion, this isn't going to be an issue going forward. I think that the yearly thing, unfortunately, it makes too much money, even on a bad year. They're not going to stop that. But I do feel like bi-yearly Call of Duties would be tremendous. It would give studios more time, or either that, or you need a new studio making a different form of Call of Duty. Because I don't think Treyarch and Infinity War and Sledgehammer. I don't even know if Sledgehammer's making their own game. I think they're more of a support studio for the other two now. I don't think that's working out too much anymore. And there is differences between the Call of Duty franchise and the Modern Warfare franchise, but I think now we're getting to the point where everything looks alike. You know, it feels like you only get zombies with Treyarch, but now, you know, they're kind of doing that with everything. And then Warzone on top of all that kind of contradicts the whole statement. Kind of cannibalizes the whole thing. I don't know. Maybe you guys could tell me in the comment section below. I'm not a Call of Duty fan, and I don't feel right having a huge voice in this matter. But one thing I will say is there is definitely some fatigue with the Call of Duty franchise. I don't know if being shelved for a year is going to help that or not going to help that. Most likely, they're still going to release games every year. Now, we got the big elephant in the room next year with GTA 6. How is that going to work? Is GTA 6 going to be able to captivate people the same way that, Black Ops 6? In my opinion, yes. In my opinion, you either release way before GTA 6 next year or you just push that into 2027. It's just how I feel about the matter. But anyway, put in the comment section below what you guys feel about this. I'm very curious you guys' opinion. In my opinion, when it comes to this, we have way more in front, hit a fatigue with the Call of Duty franchise. I don't think this has anything to do with Xbox or Microsoft. We were going to get this regardless because Microsoft's not really intervening too much when it comes to Activision. This is an Activision problem. This is not an Xbox and Microsoft problem. And I know a lot of people are going to go with that. But in my opinion, that's not the issue here. But anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm very curious your guys' opinion. Guys, enjoyed this video. Hit that like button. As always, I appreciate it. You can always sub to the channel. We do reviews on here. We talk about new gaming news. Got a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline too. But I'm very curious to hear your guys' opinion. Until next time, this is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace.